Cool. Well, I'm here today to talk to you about Shantae. No, no. So yeah, can I go next,
I don't care.
Yeah.
Spencer?
Yeah.
Guys, it's been hard lately. I,
Been a
you know,
hard
it's the
knock life
summer
for us.
break. I'm not
It's a
working.
hard knock life
I'm
for
just looking
us.
for more money. And do you guys know of any part-time work opportunities?
I don't know. I'm scared. What did you play?
Is that a no?
Did you play Paperboy?
I play part-time UFO.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I
Oh.
was thinking either that or that like good job game that like Nintendo put out. I was
Oh,
trying to
Job
figure-
Simulator? No.
No, not that. It was like good job, whatever. You're like in an office building, but you play part-time UFO. Cool.
Yeah. This is a game by HAL Laboratory. First came out on the Android and iPhone in 2017/2018, which I found a little bizarre. You know, these are the guys that make Kirby and Box Boy, also on the 3DS, both of whom make cameos in this game. It was this year that it came out on the Nintendo Switch. Oddly enough, there was no trailer for it on the Switch. It's probably the only game when you go to the game, there's just one image and it has its own special coloring, like kind of a baby blue. So it looks really cute. He's got this very cute kind of Kirby look. It's funny, Kirby actually turns into a UFO in certain games that you play, and this is kind of resemblant of that. And I knew very little about it. I read a review in a Nintendo Force magazine where they were singing its praises, saying it's a kind of a UFO crane game where you control a crane that drops down and then you move items and you have to like complete these tasks. It's a task-oriented game, and essentially you play as, I think the character's name is like UFO-ski or something, like Broski, but a UFO. So UFO-ski.
It sounds like a Russian. I am UFO ski.
Yes, we come to take your jobs. And he's out of work. And so you actually start the game as a farmhand, and the farmer's dropped his crates, and you bring the crates into his truck, and then you make a salary based on that. And then you come home, and the UFO is like reading a newspaper, and there's a section like part-time work, and that's the main section. You can play part-time missions for work that you can use to upgrade your UFO. Very shallow on in terms of like a kind of overall purpose and scheme of what you're doing. Like Mario's like save the princess. Kirby is like save Dreamland. UFO ski is like, I need work. And so there are some cool costumes that you can get with the money that you make from completing these variety missions. And, you know, there's even like one cameo, like you could do a Box Boy style UFO. Some of them are functional too. It's not just like in terms of how you look. I have this witch outfit. It makes me go a lot faster. Pretty cool. It's like UFO on a broom. And
That's
I
funny.
wanted it. Yes, it's pretty cool. So there's some selection there. I wanted to like this game more, but I think I just don't like crane physics. Like if you guys, what do you guys think of crane games?
Oh,
Like in person,
I'm stupid good at them.
are you?
Yeah, I was the true. Okay, so I actually used to play them all the time and like win toys
Okay.
and stuff. Like I had a shit ton of toys that I would like. There for a little bit, a lot of them we folded like the little Angry Bird plushies, and I had a shit ton of Angry Bird plushies that I won from these things. I actually have a funny story. I was chilling out at a Walmart one time. I was just like hanging out. I think I was waiting for somebody to pick me up and like I was just like hanging out like the little lobby area, and there's a crane machine there. And I remember there was this really cute girl that walked in, and I was like her and like a little brother was like or whoever's in was like a little brother was like waiting for for their turn on like the crane game. And I was sitting there and I put like $1 in, and I was like and it's fucking like I won 2 bears at one time. It was like grabbed them both and they were like and it dropped them, and she was like, "Oh my god, how did you do that?" And I just like turned around and I was like, "You can have both of them. I don't want them." I was just bored. She was like, "Oh my god, thank you." And then she worked at a restaurant nearby, and every time I would go into the restaurant, she'd be like, "It's you." So that was like my funny story with a crane. Yeah, no, I haven't played them in a while, but I used to win stuff in crane games all the fucking time.
Okay. This one is not set up like that. It's not like you play it, you win. Everyone is task oriented.
Yeah.
And you won't be getting 2 items at once. The crane is not going to work that way. They're too far separated from each other. So some things might the tasks might range from like building dinosaur from like fossils in a museum to helping as a farmhand. Some of these things repeat. You might play in a lab. You might be asked to do a kind of like Tetris puzzle style thing. And I found them like it was the mechanics were weird. You would drop the crane, you would pick up the item, and it would just naturally swing from right to left with a kind of wobble, even if you weren't moving. And to get the items to position, you would be asked to do these things like stack 5 cheerleaders, and they'd all be standing there bouncing, and like you have to like set them up on top of each other in like a little like a platform. You could clear the mission, but it doesn't matter if you don't do it in the time limit. You might get like a minute and a half to do it. And getting these things to stand upright without just like falling over, I just found it incredibly frustrating. It was actually cool because it makes you like pay attention to it, but at the same time, it was an exercise in frustration trying to complete these things, because you would need to either complete it in the time limit or complete hidden objectives, like finding a secret item or stacking an extra item on top, or doing it a certain way, getting them all to line up a certain way in order to get stars. And you need more stars than just one per mission in order to get to the next set of 3 missions. I had played about 14 missions. I had 18 total. I don't know how many there were in total. I was just bored. I was tired. I didn't even get to the Kirby one. And also the music was driving me insane. It was just so repetitive. Here's kind of like if you guys, this is whistling, like the actual sound effect.
Yeah.
Now play that in your head over and over for 30 minutes.
Oh, sick.
You'd like it.
Have you played Box Boy?
I wish. It's cheap enough. I would get it.
Okay, I wasn't sure because I had a question about this, because like HAL Laboratories, they're really good at taking a really simple concept and like sort of stretching it as far as they can. Obviously,
Boy looked simple and kind of enjoyable in that puzzle aspect. I like puzzle games. I'm into them. I play the crossword. I play Sudoku. That's my thing.
So,
but this one is not like a simple puzzle game.
Okay.
If that makes sense. The physics work against you.
Is it the point though? Is the point is that they need to work against you?
Yeah, I mean, I would obviously expect it to be challenging, but I wouldn't expect it to be super frustrating.
Okay.
If it, I like the crane game in Mario Party 1, where you pick up like, the squirming
why?
and everything.
That's terrible. If you're playing that game, you're losing because there's no way you can win.
I win at that one
against other players.
Oh, not if you get picked up, but if you play the crane in that one, I enjoy it in that one. I feel I have a good degree of control. I don't feel like I have enough control to the point where I'm in control. And for a game that has kind of a cutesy kind of look to it, that's not what I was hoping for. You can do co-op. I didn't try it.
Ooh, that's cool.
Man, I that's disappointing that you didn't really like it. This game, I love the art style I'm looking at here. And again, I think they do a good job making things look good with limited, not resources, but limited colors and limited stuff.
Detail.
Exactly. There you go, detail. Like the UFOs look really slick. I like the eyes.
It's a very HAL design.
Can you check out the backgrounds though? Because some of the backgrounds look like they came straight out of a Flash game.
Well, if they're built for phones, then they probably did.
Probably, yeah.
yeah. They're a little Flash.
Like the Kirby one, they use that as like the kind of like the picturesque one, because like, oh, it's Kirby and everything. But you might see like these kind of like these things look like they were drawn with a crayon, like this farmer in the background, and they're looking at you like, huh? But there is some interesting interaction between the foreground and the background if you're going for like hidden objectives. I do like how it kind of tries to make you think like, what is the hidden objective? All they'll give you as a hint is a picture. And so you have to kind of figure out how does this picture correlate? It doesn't end up being too difficult after you play the mission, because it's like, oh yeah, there was a beach ball there and I could have done it at this point. I like this one with fishing. Like there's one point where the squid will jump out of the water and then like you catch the squid. So there's some unique challenges. But again, I think it was just it was not what I was hoping for. I was picking between this and a short hike in picking a game to purchase. I kind of wish I went with the short hike.
You just actually take a hike. I almost feel bad for some companies like like HAL, or also Game Freak, I know has tried, and so has Good Feel. These companies that mainly work with Nintendo, I feel bad for them because a lot of them try to branch out and try to make newer, different games, and it's almost like they live in that shadow of Nintendo at this point. They're like, it's too hard. I think the Box Boy might be the most successful one I've seen, and because I've seen of course I've seen Game Freak. They've done like they did like the Timbo the Badass Elephant, and was that village town thing that they made for the like little town thing that they
They
made for
did
the Switch.
Little Town Hero or
Pulseman
something,
way
Little
back
Town
in the
Hero.
day
Yeah,
too.
yeah. Oh yeah, Pulse Man. They did Alt Wrecker, I think it is called. And then Good Feel recently did Monkey Barrel, which is a really good shooter. But I think these companies that mainly work with Nintendo, I've seen them try to branch out beyond that, and it hasn't worked out for any of them really.
It really looks like this didn't, because it came back to Nintendo.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's almost like they had to come back to Nintendo to be like, look, it's the Kirby guys, making a UFO game.
Yeah. So, I mean, it might be right for you. I would just be ready to experience an exercise in wacky wonky crane physics.
Wacky wonky crane physics.
If that's your
Hell
thing.
yeah.
I like that it seems to have sort of, well, just the way you described it. I can't see it, but it has sort of a Katamari almost sense of humor, like stacking cheerleaders on top of each other. It's kind of funny.
Yeah, it does. It does have that same kind of look to it.
Yeah.
As somebody who likes crane games, I am actually semi interested in playing it.
Yeah, take a look at the footage. I'll clip this one. I'll post it and see if it's right for you. It's $8 on the shop. I got it on sale for $6.
Hey y'all, don't forget to subscribe to them button mappers.